Hi guys, it's Mr. Ballion here, my grade 9 class. How you doing? I want to talk about the direction I'm going now. It's week 5. I'm just going to go over and just show you a couple things. Hopefully you can see this. I'm on my website, A Ballion, and grade 9. It's actually under the drop down. If you just click grade 9, you come to my website, you will see that there's a link here. This has not been refreshed. Okay, anyway, it's here. There is a link. There's a little intro of what we're doing. However, the real, here's where you need to go. That's all I'm saying. Okay, so there it is. I've sent you this information on D2L, so you should get the link directly. And today, as promised, I will be simply making a quick video on mind maps. And just this is very important that you remember, okay, guys? The mind map, the whole point of me asking you to create a mind map is really you're taking down notes and you're researching. That's all you're doing, okay? And you're finding a creative way to document what you found. Okay, you're exploring, you're investigating, and you're going in there and you're basically going to be answering these 6 questions. In an exploratory way, there is no right or wrong way to create mind maps, in my opinion, at this point. The entire purpose is for you to bring it down, the information you've investigated in a way that's not so linear, okay? A doesn't follow B. You can just branch out any way you want. Here's what I mean, okay? Enough talking, let's just demonstrate and review. All right, here's the dude, Tony Buzan, okay? This is the guy. And he's the one who's come up with this idea, I think from the early 60s. Does not matter, okay? That does not matter. The point is, this man thought that for him to succeed in school, he was not able to be like everybody else. For linear methods of writing notes, one following the other, line after line. So basically, he realized eventually with his research and studies from ancient Greek information to present time, he basically figured out that there is a way to communicate and retain information much easier if we just keep things organic, fluid. Okay, so just look what he's done. Like, here's the guy. So the main theme basically is here in the middle. Okay, that's how all of these work. So whatever your theme is for that topic, you just make that the center of your attention. If it's about Tony Buzan, for example, what has he done, or what is he about? Well, he is the inventor of mind mapping. He is a speaker. He is an entrepreneur. He's a psychologist. He's also a coach. So those are the branches that go out. Okay, so really, in a way, what you're doing is taking the 6 items that I've asked you to research and make those as branches on their own. Looking at this visually, here's what I see, okay, since I'm a visual learner. Okay, aside from the branches being one topic, one idea, one color. So don't repeat the colors, okay? So look at this. If I look at this from above, okay, if I squint, I am seeing branches, okay? So I think you are as well, okay? These are all branches, branches, branches. What does that remind me of? Bye-bye to this image. Check it out. Okay, so it's a tree, Ballion. Great. What a great discovery I've made, eh? I'm a genius. I'm kidding. So look at this tree. These 2 images are branches coming out from the main trunk, and below that's the root. So in a way, I am seeing a tree with many branches and sub-branches and so on. However, if you think about this, if you're the bird flying over, and this is a symbol that we use in architecture, and where did you go, buddy? Oh, there it is, right here. I think there's a bit of a lag. So here's how I was taught to draw trees when I was in architecture school, okay? Above, like in landscape, this is taken from landscape architecture. We draw a circle, various branches. So I want you to mimic this method, okay? So what I'll do here, I'll just make a new layer. And basically, your main idea is in the middle, or what your challenge is. It's right here. That's the main idea. Okay, this is a question 1. Then I'll go to question or whatever topic. How can we break down that main idea? Well, we're breaking it down into other categories, and each category gives fruit. It evolves to other areas. Okay, so wow, this has been like 5 minutes and I'm speaking fully in abstract terms, right? So look, guys, this is the goal here, right here. This is the visual. Imagine all of these branches just coming through on their own. in its own color, okay? And you are providing additional information. So I'm going to say bye-bye to this. I'm going to say bye-bye to my trees, okay? And watch what I've done here, okay? And I'm really, really enjoying this process, I got to tell you. Okay, the center, what's our challenge? Yes, as a grade 9 class, and eventually this will be my grade 10s as well. The tech design class. Am I in the right layer? Now I am. It's about an electric vehicle that delivers groceries. That's it. That's all we're doing. We are connecting to our present situation, isolated. All of us are. We are living apart. There's no interaction. However, we do venture out to buy groceries. Parents, brother, sister, aunt, uncle, whoever. Okay? And what if this system said, you know what? Our challenge is how do we create a system that delivers? And my big question for you guys was two parts. A, is it a human driven or is it autonomous? You get to decide. Okay, so what I've done, I've had a blast doing this, okay, because I'm just drawing for the sake of thinking out loud. I love that term. So look at this. I have some kind of a vehicle here. Okay, and I drew this from whatever, and then what is it doing? It's about groceries. It's delivery of what? These kind of products. In what form? I have no idea. This is the big concept that I need to analyze, okay? So what I'm doing is I'm researching and I'm finding things out, okay? So let's look at this. Human driven driver, okay, so driver or driven, whatever. This is one branch that's coming out, okay? So I am going to investigate here the types of delivery system. That's one of the questions on my website. Delivery groceries, autonomous or human? Okay, I'm taking human. What types of grocery delivery system might already be in place in cities? Okay, cool. Now I did a search on this and I got some really cool stuff. Look at this. Person on a bike. Take that image, okay? You can draw this guy. A person in a van or SUV and it's self-driving. Who knows? Look at this one. This is very cool. Can I draw on this? I was able to do that today, so I don't know why now I can't. Anyway, like this is a truck or some kind of a small mini truck with compartments in the back. So you see now I've already figured out 1, 2, 3, 4 methods. Can I just scroll up here and down? And each method, all I am doing is sketching it out. Some of you can take the picture, drop it in. Look at this, Amazon Fresh, right? So that's a truck. So what I'll say, what does a truck look like? Well, at this point, I'm going to draw something else. So really, I'm going to keep these branches at different colors. Okay, so let's look at our reference and see how this was done. Okay, so everything within that branch can stay that color. Oh, well, that's good to know, Balian, right? I didn't do it initially that way, so there's no perfect rule. So if it's purple, every little sub branch goes purple. Okay, that makes my life easier, obviously. I'll say thank you for that reference. Come back here. And let's look at this. So really, technically, this whole branch and sub branches or the sub pieces can all be brown. So what I've done is I've taken a little a sample of my colors that I'm using. I have a paintbrush on. Doesn't matter. You guys can do this in pencil, crayons, Crayola. Doesn't matter. Okay, but get creative. Okay, so I'm just going to go like this. This is my motocyclette, my motorcycle, and bike. I'm saying these two are kind of connected. It's either, you know, so I drew this dude here. I don't have to draw that in brown. So I could keep this like this. This is a branch. It says motorcycle, bike, and I'm going to go in here right now, and I'm going to add a truck, right? Okay, so I've noticed that there are trucks, right? So here, doodle, have fun with this. Okay, what kind of trucks? Are there 2 types of trucks? Possibly. Okay, let's dig into this more. And I'm going to sketch using this color here for some reason. I like this yellowish tone here. Did you pick it up? Nope, it did not. I love that, eh? There's serious lag going on. The next lesson, I'm going to use my Mac. Okay, so here's one simple drawing of a truck. Guys, look. I'm just look at the simplicity of what we're doing. Okay, I could go like this. There's one truck. Is there a different type of truck? Absolutely, Mr. Balian. Here, how about the one that we saw here that has multiple compartments, okay, or multiple pieces in the back, right? So we got boom, boom, boom right here. So I'm creating some cool stuff. I'm having a blast here, okay? And then this says to me, yeah, okay, so there's this type of truck system, okay? So what you're doing is just researching and jotting down and having a blast, coloring and going on and on. So essentially what you will see here eventually is you taking each topic and creating a branch for itself. So the delivery system, what exists, it's a van. So I'm going to now make another one for van and so on. So if I go back to my questions right here and research vehicle types exist. Okay, so we're doing that one. Explore products contain, are they in a bag or in in a box of some, how is the product being delivered? Oh, okay, so that would be a branch, right? So we should go in here and add a new branch, right? So I'm going to talk about, or one of them was storage, right? Or let's just go with that. Okay, so I'll just go red here, boom, and then hit B for brush. I honestly think Sketchbook is a lot easier for me to use than, I don't know when there's all this lag. So right now I'm just going to go, that's what are we going to say for this one? So we're thinking out loud right now, and we'll say, is it stored? Okay, how is it stored? Or this is how it's delivered. But let's see, what if it is stored refrigerated? Okay, so I'm going to go refrigerated. These trucks, some of these trucks need to be refrigerated and so forth, and that's one aspect. And does it come in a box? So look at this. So I'm just going to create this little parcel here, and I'm going to say, hopefully, yeah, it's something like this. Each family gets their own little banker box, for example, possibly much bigger. Maybe another one will be an open box, possibly. With little bags in it, right? So look, I can draw this, okay, a little easier. So you guys, sorry, you can bring in, you can basically say, you know what, you can bring in paper bags, for example, right? So I can zoom in here. I got to zoom in and have fun with this. So here it is. I'm at already 12 minutes. So I'm just going to come in here and just draw a bunch of these with little handles, and that goes like that, okay? So basically, it's a big box with multiple, bags. And I'll just draw this here to better understand. So you could just go like that. Little fruits, symbol of the company. So all within a bigger container, okay? And in here, you'll probably have the bread sticking out. I'm making this stuff up, the milk. This is that. Let me make my brush smaller. Just go in here and just, now you're going to have some fun, okay? So this is my French stick here, my loaf, okay? So there it is. How cool is that? As you're doing this, you're having fun. So this activity of creating a mind map is going to go with us the entire experience, okay? So that means each week we'll be adding more information. We're going to go into like details about what kind of vehicles we're going to use, what kind of panels. Are they sliding doors? Are they stored? So we're going to get more into this. So it's a growing document. So I'm going to ask you guys to simply to keep it small, okay, if you can. And if you're drawing on paper, keep it small, because we're going to add more and more branches, okay? So how's that? I hope this helps you guys. And really, you don't have to follow any big rules, other than, you know what, we're looking at the idea of looking at a tree from above with various branches, and each main topic that we're researching becomes its own color. One word, is it stored? What? In a refrigerator, in a box, in this and that. So each one of these becomes sub branches, and you just add one word and then an image on it. That's it. Let's see how far, where this takes us, okay? And essentially, everything we've done the first 4 weeks, we're circling back. We're going to use that information. None of what you've done goes to waste, okay? This is a way to get everybody caught up. I have 65% of the class involved in this. I need the other 35 to make this 100%, okay? So maybe if we do stuff like this, we have a research. Here's what we discovered. And let's see where this takes us, okay? It's a conceptual assignment. It's a fun one. And how cool is that? We're creating a delivery system for groceries, but that's basically in an electric vehicle, okay? It's awesome. I'm enjoying this. I hope you are as well, okay? I'm going to say bally out, and thank you very much, my grade 9s and 10s. Bye-bye.